Michelle and Barack Obama are not shy about their love and affection for each other, often posting tributes on Valentine's Day, birthdays, holidays, and just recently, their 30th wedding anniversary. So last month, 30 years. Your 30-year anniversary.
That's real time.
That is real time.
Say?
How'd y'all celebrate?
We recreated our honeymoon. I know, he did it. That dude came with it, and we spent time together, just he and I, 4 days, walking in the redwood forest, walking along the beach, just being thankful and grateful.
What would surprise people about your day-to-day lives now?
Oh, pretty average. Well, average in, and then there are these blips of things that we do, like, oh, Robin's in our living room, and Barack's on, out there making speeches, doing things.
I love you. Let's go do it.
We've established a wonderful routine. Our kids are gone. We are empty nesters, so it's usually me and him across the table, Sonny under the table, looking at each other, trying to hold off on talking so that we have something to talk about at dinner.
What?
It's like, because, it's if we see each other over the course of the day, I'm like, what happened to you today? And it's like, wait, let's talk about it at dinner.
I love when you write here, I've lived in a number of places, but as far as I'm concerned, I've only ever had one real home. My home is my family.
Yeah.
My home is Barack.
Yeah. That's my dude. Yeah, it's amazing after 30 years.
And the two other lights in your life, your daughters.
Oh, those two.
When many of us were first introduced to them, they were like 7, 10 years old. Now they're in their early 20s.
Yeah, grown women.
Yeah, so how are they doing?
They're doing great. Proud of them. They survived 8 years growing up in one of the harshest spotlights there is. And they are good, decent, normal young women who are trying to be impactful in the world. They are empathetic and compassionate, and they are the best of friends. Couldn't ask for anything else.
You're fiercely protective of their private life,
Yes.
but you did write about them in Los Angeles, sharing an apartment that you and your husband come over for dinner.
Yeah, they had invited us over before dinner to have cocktails at their apartment. Sasha attempted to fix us a couple of weak martinis, first laying down a couple of newly purchased coasters so that we wouldn't mark up their brand new coffee table with our drinks. I watched all of this with some astonishment. That's the beauty of this stage of life, is just watching them become whole, independent human beings.
Who use coasters.
They didn't care about the watermarks on my table in the White House, but they got their coasters out.
Your girls are dating around, as you put it. How do you feel about that?
I think it's wonderful. I want them to know what they want and who they are in a relationship, and that takes trying on some people. So, well, maybe that's a little risque.
How does your husband feel about that? I mean,
he's good. He's good with it too. No, okay. He is. He is managing. He's learned how to be a concerned black father, but not crazy.
This September, the Obamas were back at the White House for the unveiling of their official portraits. That marital affection still on full display.
I want to thank Sharon Sprung for capturing everything I love about Michelle. Her grace, her intelligence, and the fact that she's fine. She is.
What was it like being back?
It was lovely. What we are seeing is a reminder that there's a place for everyone in this country. It was good to see all the folks from the administration back together. It was like a family reunion.
Barack and Michelle, welcome home. Welcome home.
Of course, President Biden is a good friend of yours. How do you feel he's doing as president?
I think he's doing a great job. This is a hard job, and it's the one thing about being president. It's probably the only job that few people know what it feels like to do it but everybody thinks they know how to do it. Everybody's a backseat driver when it comes to being the commander-in-chief of the most powerful nation on earth. But it's a tough job, and I think that he's doing the best he can under some tough circumstances.
Do you hope that President Biden will run again in 2024?
You know, I will have to see. It's, you know, the reason I don't speak on that is because I know what it feels like to be on the other side of it. And I think that that's a personal decision that he and his family have to make. I mean, probably if I hadn't been through it, I'd feel more cavalier about opining on it. But I know it's a personal call, and I don't want to be one of the millions of people weighing in on what he should do, he and Jill should do.
Because you've been on the other side of that.
Been on the other side of it.
As one of the few who have experienced that other side, Michelle writes about how living in the White House impacted one of the most important parts of her life, her friendships.
One of my most important tools is what I call my kitchen table, the cabinet of good friends beyond my family we are each other's cheerleaders. When I became First Lady of the United States, I realized I have a choice. I can either close up, no new friends, or I can find a way that even in this odd position to reach out and find new people in my life.
And you tell this lovely story about your friend Danielle,
Oh.
who came to the White House on a play date with her daughter.
I tell the story about what it feels like when you are the new friend visiting the First Lady of the United States.
They tell you, you know, we need your social security number, we need your license, and you get this invitation and it's exciting to go.
Years later, when we could laugh about it, she told me that knowing she'd be driving the family car, she had gone out and gotten it washed. She'd also gotten her hair done and her nails. Never mind that the instructions had made clear she wouldn't be setting foot outside the car.
And then suddenly Michelle comes like bounding out of the White House and she's like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, oh, hi.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.